Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and this is some Dyson Sphere Program. We are on the course to build our second Dyson Sphere. Let me just check all the levels with all the sound problems I've been having. All looks to be coming through okay. It seems to look quiet for me, but I can fiddle about with that. Yes, so we are in the process. Oh no, very loud. We are in the process of building a second Dyson Sphere. Oh, I've got a load more rockets. The aim really is to see. So I built a whole load of what are these called? Antimatter things, critical photon producers. Last time, including a whole second row there, and we're nowhere near being able to support that. So it's kind of trying to see how much. Why does that say the demand is less than the generation? I don't really understand how they do those charts, but yeah. So we're trying to see how much, we kind of need to produce really. Or we can produce with a second sphere, and how many of these we can support. Requested 121. So it's nowhere near, is it? So is that saying that... See, I don't understand how they do the numbers. It never seems to make sense to me. So basically, we have 12.9 gigawatts in total. Because this isn't even actually finished yet, technically. I think, aren't there? Yeah. So there's still some gaps, really. Because that's the big thing I need to ramp up. Quite like how that looks. It's a very simple pattern. But, which is the, whatever they're called, photon combiners? Photon combinators? Something like that. Photon combiners. We don't have really anywhere near enough of those being produced for what we're trying to do. We also want to go back to our original planet, our home planet, and start building a sphere there. Because we should have shipped a load of rockets out. Would it be at this side of the thingamy? We should have photon combiners. Here we go. Oh, there's loads of them. Huh. Maybe I already built them last time. That's slightly surprised me. I must admit. We've got everything, basically, haven't we? Loads and loads of all of the things. Okay. Not complaining. Let's go and have a look at the other side. Well, let's have a look at the actual builds. I wonder if... Yeah, loads of them in stock. Okay, so Dyson components is a bit low. But I'm guessing that's because they're in all the rockets. So they would be... Oh, well, that'd be here, wouldn't it? Yeah, there you go. So they've been put in the rockets. Okay. Which are then being shipped across here. Okay, so the sales are doing okay. Again, a little bit surprised by that. Interesting. And it's kind of the rockets that are low. Do I want to fix that? Part of the problem is that, as I say, I think I've put like thousands in here. Where would they be? There you go. That's why there's no rockets in the system, because we've sucked them all into here. Is that literally all I'm exporting from this planet? Oh. Did I... Oh, that's because they're being transferred over. We have so many critical photos. That's bonkers. Huh. Antimatter. Where am I making that? Because that's the actual research, isn't it? I just stacked them up to however many. So some of these aren't running because there's no antimatter. Is that over here? That's here, isn't it? There we go. So because we've got so many critical photons, I wonder if we should go and add some more of that on. It's sort of, I don't know, in a sense counterproductive because... Oh, that's right, I even built this, didn't I? Some suns. In which case these should go... And antimatter. Yeah, so those should be going into this. Where do we want to put those? We could just demand them in here. So it'd be antimatter fuel. Since we've got so many critical photons, we might have that. So we'll put those in there. I need to make them available in the system properly. We'll have to fix them. But the other one is suns. Suns. Turn them in. So we need these to be... I think I just put them in a local one because... Oh, I don't know. I could fiddle about with... Yeah, we could put them in here. Yeah, I mean, the honest truth of this is I basically finished the series, but... sort of... Oh, why have you done that? Kind of didn't want to give it up just yet. Because I've done the mission complete and... you know, we've basically finished the Dyson Sphere, I guess. Oh! We've basically finished a Dyson Sphere, which is kind of, in a sense, the furthest I've ever got. And then we'll top that. 3 stacks going in. 1 stack there. This wants to be suns. Quest. Oh, I don't have any other drones. Oh no, I do. There we go. In my emergency thing. And this needs to be the antimatter. To demand that in. Bring all that over. It's now unavailable. I should probably add it on here, shouldn't I? I mean, there's not much point having fusion anymore. Come on, get rid of that. I guess I need to empty it. Because we might as well switch over to... I don't know how big it stacks, to be honest with you. Offhand. We got 50. 30. Stacks to 30. Okay. So we want at least 120. Most, oops. And then most, say, 240 or something. There. And cool. I might just swap out that, see if I can burn it. Yeah. Are these on? Yeah. So they should bring me some in as well. There we go. Why is there only 2? Have we only made 50? I thought there was several hundred. No. Oh, it's only got 1 stack. Why has it only got 1 stack? 4 stacks? What about you? You don't got any. They're all going, presumably, into here. Yeah, 25. Back down. Right. Now, we were going to double this up. Weren't we? Oh no, this isn't making... Yes, it is. It's got critical focus. Oh, it's got nowhere to put the hydrogen, was it? It's your hydrogen problem. Your hydrogen problem. Because that's coming in. What to do with a problem like hydrogen? Because this is presumably using hydrogen. It needs antimatter. And it can't make antimatter because the hydrogen's stuck. Well, the other thing we could do is basically turn it into deuterium. How about we pull it into here? I could also restrict the range on this, couldn't I, so that... it won't pull from the other one then, which is what those drones are going to do. But I guess the other ones will just ignore the fact that I've done that. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, we could double this up. Oops. Where might be? Ew, I can't really tell. Okay. Yeah. It's the hydrogen problem. Yeah, so it's sending it somewhere. I don't know where, but sending it somewhere. Right. So, it's the hydrogen that's the real issue. It's kind of stopping us. So, it'd be good, I guess, to have a planet that is essentially like doing deuterium production. And that will help a lot of what we're doing. I'm sure the demand for deuterium is quite high. You see, we got that. Let's go over there and see if we can't turn one of the planets into a... because this is the problem, basically. Or one of the problems. They'll bring it in from the other one. So effectively just creating a loop. I could restrict this as well, couldn't I? Because, yeah, I think we can restrict this. Can I? Because I need it for red science. Oh no, I can't really, because red science is there. I guess maybe we could just, you know, stop it from coming in. Is it used in anything else on this planet? Let's have a look. So hydrogen. You can't tell. You can't tell what it's being used in. It's being used. Assumed. Is that just in red science? How about I just shorten the range? I can't do that because... No. We'll just make it a supply one. Because I can't set just the range for that one. It would affect the whole thing, and of course some of these, this is definitely being used for... In fact, all of those are red and blue, which is on the other side of the planet. Okay, let's just assume that this will be able to provide enough hydrogen for blue science, in which case we'll lower this demand. Where the heck are they sending that now? And then hopefully this one will supply blue science as well, and it'll work out. Not blue science, red science, so this one here. We'll have to see, we'll have to see. Okay, so we were going to go to that other planet. Do I want to see if I can grab some of this stuff here? So we could take these with us. And I'll set it to storage, then take them out. What are those? ILSs? Yeah, that's fine. There's loads of them, aren't there? Okay. We'll put that on supply. Perhaps not carry so many of them. In fact, let's put these on supply. Kind of do that. Okay. Let's take some belt with us. Smelters that I put on supply, yeah. I have like no inserters at all. Okay. So we got these, but we don't want them, do we? So we could put them in. Nope, put them in. Put them on supply. I'm just kind of assuming that we're going to end up with a lot of junk in inventory when I'm messing about with hydrogen. Yeah, we can order everything else in and get to the other planet. So let's go. Catch a look at the stream performance. It looked quite low quality. It's not saying it's dropped any frames though, so. So I guess another goal I've got is to just do one of every white science and unlock the stacked ILS thing and play about with that for a bit. Right, so what is this system all about? So this is the one where we've got a gas giant that's doing fusion, haven't we? Okay, so I've done some mining on some of these planets. Nothing there. Or there. But I have there. Okay. So we could see if maybe this has got room on it. And then maybe do some deuterium production. Because it'd be good to have it producing deuterium, I think. But also burning the deuterium to use it up as well. But this one might well have all of the... I can already see the blue end cap. So we've got some ILSs down. How... Whoa, smashed into that big time. Okay, so it's not really mined at all. It's just mined, basically. It's not really got any stuff on it. And those are all drawing in raw resources. Okay, okay. Yeah, so if we have a one here, give that some drones. And this will be where we send out deuterium. But also deuterium fuel. Do we want to do that? Because that's... Yeah, that's not too hard to produce. And we could order it in. Sort of build it. So, have I got any of these doing anything? Ah. That was where I was seeing this building. Okay. So, we want to order in the sort of titanium alloy. Oops. And blue motors. Goes in there. Command. Oops. Command. Boop, boop. Awesome. But then we also want to put in, like, all of the hydrogens across multiple. Just all of the hydrogens, please. Let's find a nice build spot, isn't it? Might work. This side. So, yeah, nice and long. Okay. So, in fact, I have to do one of these. So if I put that there, is it going to interfere with this one? No, we should be okay. And then, can I fit one of these on? So put that there. So what I'm thinking is this makes the deuterium. And then this makes the fuel rods. So it would need that. So we've got two options really. We could go with a fractionator. Let's say if I'm kind of wanting to burn deuterium, I wonder if I use the oh, I haven't got any, have I? Oops. Literally got 4. So we need to order in. No. Where was the one with that? There it is. So we need to order in some of those. Bring me those, please. We need to order in. Actually, No, we don't want to use the artificial salt because that all doesn't help our hydrogen problem as such. We need the fusion plants then, don't we? Yeah. We're going to burn it. Okay. So we need to wait for them to arrive. Feels like I forgot something. But yeah, we can build this side of it. Now, they made in assemblers, I think. Oh, we don't need to bother about proliferating. In fact, proliferating it might be counterproductive. We want to use as much as we can, really. So we have that coming up there, that coming up that side, and then we may need several. Let's start off with one. Gosh. And you're going to make... Oh, they need to be offset, don't they? No, done it again. There. Right. Yeah, so you're going to make fuel rods. Yes. Okay. And you pull, do an in, out, in, out, in. Check it out. So, takes 6 seconds to make one of them. But so in theory, 6 machines would make 1 a second. We'll actually get half as many again, so it would be 4 machines would make 1 a second. So that's 2 a second. Just think, because each one needs 20. So if we were making 2 a second, the belts are 30? Yeah. So we're making 2 a second. Each one requires 20. So we would need 40. Or 1 a second. That's only 20. So we could do a single belt would support that, I think. I think. Right. There. Okay. Ratios then 120. So let's just do 1,000. 1,000. Goes in. Deuterium. Supply is just as many as it can make. Has it brought me all of my goodies? Yes, it has. Awesome. I don't actually know how many you can support on this. Let's give it a go. Wait. That's just the regular. How many fusion? There we go. Actually, let's put. Yeah. I don't know why it does that. Oh, it works if you do it the other way around. Let's just put that is 4, 8, 12 in. making... oh, hello, TFG&G. Good morning to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Making so it's obviously 2 to 1 because it's just sticking 2 hydrogens together basically. It takes 2.5 seconds to do that. So 2.5 seconds to make 5. So it's only half a second to make. So if we can have a maximum of 30 on the belt, it's just 15 of these. No, maths, my enemy. So let's do 6, 9. That'd be 18 though, wouldn't it? That's 12. Let's just do 14. Yeah. And I'll have the output going that way. Input. Right? How's it going? Yeah, not too bad. I'm I can't remember whether you told me where you're based. I think Canada? I'm not 100% sure. Unfortunately, my memory is not. It's starting to go a bit, to be honest with you. I don't remember a lot of things. But in the UK, it's sort of come hot. We seem to have gone. I always say, I have this little expression that in the UK, the weather comes with exclamation points. Because literally this week, I was wearing. In fact, let's make that a bit more. I was wearing a jump. I've been wearing a jumper early in the morning because it's been cold in the mornings. And then this weekend, it's just got bonkers, and it's like I've had to put my air conditioner on. Which, if there is a background noise, apologies. I should have said that again. That's my air conditioner blowing. It's a lot. Well, not a lot. It's a bit cooler today, but unfortunately, the humidity is insane. It's just so sticky, and that actually for me is worse. I always say I don't like the heat, but it's really the humidity I don't like. We seem to get in the UK for some reason. It's just really, really sticky. So yes, that's my main. Brilliant. So that one's not powered. Okay. That's my main sort of problem. But other than that, doing pretty well. I got my first interview with booked in with the job applications I'm doing, which is quite nice. I wasn't expecting one so quickly. So I sort of put a smile on my face. That's Plus, Canada was on fire this week. Oh, US. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Canada was on fire. That may be why I was thinking about it. The AC sound isn't coming through. At least I can't assist. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's quite good. This mic I've heard people complain about. It's just from the Snowball mics. You know, the really cheap ones, because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something I do. Just was very much as a hobby. And yeah, people said it's not very good, but it seems to be really good at. It just picks up my voice because it's obviously close to my face. But when there's like background noise and people driving past on incredibly loud motorbikes and all that sort of stuff, it seems to do okay, but not picking that stuff up, which is good. So yeah, good. Glad it's not coming through. In the UK, an air conditioner is like spend too much money on a month. Spend too much money in general. Yeah, it's difficult to avoid. It's particularly with something like that, it's sort of I could really do with a much better camera. That camera is, I mean, obviously because it's like the small, you know, corner of the screen thing, and it's, you know, downscaled from 4K and all that sort of stuff. So it's perfectly good enough for that, which is why I've not replaced it. But I'd quite like to do like proper videos again, and, you know, be on the camera, you know, talking about stuff. And the camera, I've tried it, and it's just like, you know, pixelated and horrible. But cameras cost an absolute fortune. So sort of doing okay. I mean, it wouldn't be a full length because obviously I'd need another one, and I'd further symmetry. But that's doing okay, I think. And we don't want a remote supply. We don't want a remote supply that. Yeah, it should be blasting it over here, but what I can do, unfortunately that's in the way. Ha. Just take it out, I guess. What I can do is just also belt it across. Like that. Why are these not working? What have I done? Oh, I've put it on. No, that's right. Why is the choo-choo not? Oh, it is coming in, but it's only coming in on one side. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Maybe has it gone to... Oh, it's put it in there, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I sort of, you know, looking at the prices of them, absolute fortune. I mean, especially since, you know, if you buy a, you know, a good camera, as it were, you have to buy the lenses separately, and they cost a fortune in and of themselves. Right. So, we can take this and copy it up. Oops. Turn it round. Pop it on there. It'll have a moan. Get up. Right. In there. Out there. Out there. And this is on the second one. I'm thinking of the job as more as a practice thing. The interview rather as a practice thing rather than a realistic prospect. I'd need to have a serious talk with my family. If it did, you know, if they did want to. Did offer it to me, because it's in Scotland, which is the best part of... What would it be? Actually, it's about 600 miles away, I think, something like that. So a very long way away. Why is that one not connecting, even though it shows it's connected? Let's just put it one closer. Don't know why it works on one side and not on the other. I guess because these are wonky shapes. But yes, it's a serious distance away, to the extent of... well, it's not sufficiently well paid either to kind of justify... you know, being able to buy flights all the time or anything like that. So I would... I'd love to move to Scotland, actually. It's a beautiful part of the world. And, slightly more sensible in a lot of ways than England, but yeah, it would be quite a move. Quite a move. give this a go, because I think I did the maths and effectively got it half and half, but we'll see if it does actually move the... Oh, didn't put the inserters in. Because I think I calculated it for one belt of... And actually it's 2. Except it isn't 2, I guess, is it? Because I'm not really producing that. So, still loads of hydrogen coming in. Did I put it on? I did put it on multiple. Because the whole system is sort of, you know, backed up with hydrogen. So what I'm thinking is I double this up again, if it will let me stick the blueprint in. Is that too close? No? Nope, seems okay. Oh. Is that too close? Yeah, it didn't want to put it there, so okay. That's annoying. Let's get rid of this quickly. I like that one. Let's try and beat them to the punch. Yeah, the wildfires look quite bad in Canada. There's obviously a lot on the news with like the turning New York orange and all that sort of stuff. Rather significant. I was saying that the because I watch the Formula 1. It's the Canadian Grand Prix next weekend. Why are you not building? This is weird. It won't let me build it because these are here. But it let me build it, you know, by hand. That's very strange. Oh right, there's... Why are there power poles in there? Huh. I thought I got rid of them. Guess not. Guess not. Yeah. One. Right, it needs to be there. It is. This is fiddling. Oh, I guess it's yeah. It's a slightly different location, isn't it? So it's not going to just let me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me do 4. What I do 2, 4, 6, 7. There, I think that's wrong place. Yeah, I can't put one in there. And there, though. Let's just do that. It's not quite the same number, but now, why are you saying... Understand what he's doing there. There. Oops. drones in. So it looks like I was right in the first case, really. It's not really getting anywhere close to these, is it? It's weird how sometimes it does get all the way down there. On that side. Guess it must have some kind of preference for doing it on that side. Because that stays continuous, and then it's this one that's very so often not doing it. But yeah, we'll take out some of these machines, because I was a bit optimistic. See if more of them work continuously. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. I think I hit cancel by accident. Yeah. I mean, that's better. Okay. That's still unpowered. You're driving me mad. You're driving me mad. Right. Oh, that's because I took out the smaller power. Right. How is the power doing on this planet? So discharge is going absolutely bonkers. Okay. Why are you not burning anything? The discharge is this here. No, it isn't on the other side. This. So it appears to be using the batteries in preference to the local power. Which it shouldn't do. Maybe this is because I did it backwards. I can't see why that. It's confused it. Nope, not running. Because it's saying it's got a capacity of 421 and a demand of 880. And it's making up that difference by doing discharge. But it shouldn't. It should burn... And that one's not working either. It should burn stuff in preference to discharge. Oh, it is running. No, it isn't. It seemed to animate and then stop. How very strange. Oh, have we run out of... No, we haven't. Because I took that off, it stopped doing them, isn't it? Oh, that is running now. And that one, but not that one. This feels like this may be a bit buggy. I wonder if I... No? You don't want to run, okay? Unless I'm just completely wrong on how it does the power balancing. Because generation is the native generation, consumption is the amount of power, and these guys are absolutely, like, you know, super soaker uppers with the power. and then discharges what it's doing with the batteries, and it is preferring to use batteries rather than burn the deuterium fuel. And then we've got one random one running there, and that one not running at all. Oh, now it's kicked in. Because the way this is set up at the top here, it's basically it's equal number of each. And what usually happens, or what I've always thought has happened, is that effectively you're discharging and discharging the same amount, and it's only when it has more demand than the planet can supply that it stops doing charging, basically. So at the moment, that one's on discharge. That one's on discharge as well. That one's on discharge. Oh! Is that the problem? Why are none of these on charge? Huh. I wonder if that's an error in my loop. I mean, that is just wrong, isn't it? Because these shouldn't be inserting. I wonder if I've done something where I've why is that going through? I guess these must be here because they already had some in them and it's just dumped them out, basically. Yeah, it's flipped over turn. It's very difficult to tell. Because the blueprint just doesn't work when it's not at the part. Because the ones on charge shouldn't have this way around. I can't remember how to set it up. I know that's meant to be the charge one. So I think these are meant to go the other way around. So that becomes the exit. Yes, I wonder if my blueprint is just wrong. Oops. Not doing anything now. Because those are empty. I get into there. Nothing's happening. Okay, so consumption is now huge. Alright, they've all kicked in. So that was the problem. But say, I can't remember how the heck this is meant to go. Let's just delete it all. See if we can't put it back in again. Let's just hope. Big problem is lining it back up with this one, because this is the one. Go on with that in there. This is the one that it needs to come in and out of. That one there. Yeah, you see that should be on charge. And then, oh, you see this? Maybe I'd put the wrong one in. Maybe it was the old. I think that's what it was. It was South Pole 1 rather than 2. No, you were improved of a version. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because these empty ones come through here. Swap over, there you go. These shouldn't have gone all the way around. Okay. I think I must have put in, by accident, this one. Yeah, because that's continuous all the way around. Why don't I just get rid of them? Okay. I just deleted the North Pole, not the South Pole. And there's no way of undoing it, is there? That one I want to get rid of. That's annoying. Because if I copy it up, it'll have all the recipes in it. The blueprint system on this is like both brilliant and rubbish all at the same time. It's just not like very good. Yeah, so satisfaction is not anywhere near what we need it to be. So, can we sort that out by adding more fusion reactors? Yeah, it's got a lot of nice touches in it and clever ideas, but it's sort of problematic in some ways. Or I find it problematic. Or difficult, I suppose, is the better word. Right, so... No. It's alright with putting one in, just when it's a chain. How close are we? Not far off. Let's try one more row. Nearly. Nearly. So I'm assuming it's sort of balanced in a way that I'm not just literally burning as much as I'm producing. Now it should match. Hurrah! Well, that is still discharging. These backed up material? Not really. Oh, it's got loads in them, isn't it? So... one more? Just for luck? Okay, so discharge is reduced a bit. How many are there now? 5, 10, 15, 35. Okay, let's make it 40 then. Saying yesterday, I was watching all the advert fests, summer games stuff. Wasn't massively impressed with the actual Jeff Keighley one, but the Future Game Show was quite good. They had a few interesting building games. There was a lot of updates on games that had already been announced, sort of thing, which is quite good. To see how they're coming along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we could put some more back in. It's sort of doing okay. Yeah, okay. I think we'll leave that for now. I don't mind it draining the batteries a bit, because it gives the battery planet something to do. Yeah, hopefully that means we have a source of hydrogen usage. There's still plenty of hydrogen. What would be interesting is that this planet has only really started doing stuff. Because it sat there for ages not producing anything. But yeah, okay. Let's go back home. Which is where? It is. Okay. We'll start setting this up for a Dyson Sphere. There was one that looked quite interesting called Word Factory, I think it was, something like that. Seems to be almost like shapes.io or something like that, where you sort of use factory units to turn. So, like if you imagine an I shape, like capital letters, I shape, there's a factory that bends it into a C shape, and then you combine another one that combines it with a straight, so an I. So a C plus an I equals a D. It's things like that. That look quite fun. Sort of small scale. Whoops. Hey, hang on. Forgot what the keys were. How far off are we? That's just blown miles away, aren't they? Let's go back. Too busy yakking. Yeah, that quite interesting. There was also a few trailers with Steamworld Builder, which I'm interested in, sort of a more colony builder style. My sort of overriding impression from the actual, say the main one, the Jeff Keighley one, was I am so uninterested in like bog standard fantasy. So we have used up all that hydrogen. So let's put some of this in here. All of it, maybe. Yeah. Yep. And then I want it coming in here, I think. Yeah, the sort of medieval fantasy thing, which is one of the problems because even Final Fantasy seems to have just gone for that, and it's gone really hard for it. I think it's like a side effect of Soulsborne, basically, because they're all sort of that bog standard fantasy style. Actually, would I be better? Might be better putting it in the make everything, because then it'll where is the make everything. But you know, meaning I say that sort of medieval swords and all that sort of stuff. You know, orcs, elves, dwarves. Say just about every single game seems to have decided to do that, and I say I think it's a Soulsborne effect because obviously those games are that style. So people have been obviously making Soulsbornes. Beyond this side then? Oh, there's not any room. But then I don't need hydrogen anymore. So if you get rid of that. Whoa. Okay. There was a lot in there. There's a load in here as well. Yeah. Where have I put... the hide? No? Could really do with tidying this planet up as well. There we go. I don't, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I say it's just when every single game is that, it just gets a bit boring. It's like I wish there were more games like this, but if every single game, you know, factory builder games, but every single game was suddenly this, I'm sure even I would get bored of it. Gotta have some variety. Okay, so that's on provide. That'll bring in there. Right, so now we can pull it in. No. No. Pull in the antimatter. Local supply is fine. Command. Put it on, say 1,000. Cool. We need to get rid of this. Oh. Where are you? Then. Right then. How much am I going to do this? Oh, I have. Yeah, I've got plenty of slots. So we want to bring in panels and rockets. I kind of want to investigate whether this is like a practical way of doing this. I don't think it is. Not for the solar panels. I think you're better off maybe making those. But let's clear that out. Bringing the rockets into that one, and then panels here. But I didn't put the panels in the thing, did I? So it's not going to bring any in. I have to go and sort that out. Okay, so that's rockets. I mean, it doesn't actually matter where rockets are, because they go around. It's more the launchers we need to be on the equator. Is this dead? Oh, one little copper left. Oh no, copper there as well. Okay. I think this is my problem with keeping this series going. I don't really have that much to do. And it's the sort of megabase problem. Or my megabase problem. I don't really find repetition of exactly the same thing that interesting, if I'm totally honest. I say I could go around and tidy this up, but how interesting am I actually going to find that? They're all dead, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, in fact that whole carbon build is pointless, isn't it? Yeah. Stone's still going there. This here is because I put a load in not really knowing what happened, but it saturates the belt with just a few of them, and then it actually like hampers the performance because they get in the way and effectively the machines sort of fill up basically. So it's sort of strange when it's in action. Because that's hydrogen, isn't it? Hydrogen isn't actually going in the machines. Okay. Where's the hydrogen? Oh, it is. It's going... Oh, yeah, okay. So this is demanding it in order to make hydrogen rods. It's things like that, you see. I don't know exactly what I was doing in some of these things, so I don't know whether I can turn it down. So I can tear this down, because this is where science was. So we can get rid of these. That's all fine, good to go. And then that can go. Anything left over here? Yeah, there's a bit left, isn't there? So see if we can't. Line that one out. You're unpowered, but then all you've got is copper and hydrogen. Why have you got hydrogen? Because you're presumably supplying it to red science. And what point is there you having that copper? Not sure about that. Right. Can I put you in there? Yeah. Hydrogen. It's okay too. A weird sideways proliferation. Heck is that all about? Okay. I wonder if I'm exporting ores. Probably not. No. I could just rip it all apart, could I? Just tear it all down. Let's start again. Right, so this is pointless because this was science as well. Find a little bit of colour there. Now they're making carbon. No, they're not. This has got graphite in it. Okay. Am I exploiting graphite? Because that is the type of thing that we used to have go. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. So that graphite is going up there. Oops. That graphite is going up there. Along here. And then converted into graphene and other things. And they're then going here. Presumably to be used for something. Maybe we'll make. I say, should I just tear it all down? The thing this planet is doing is to make everything. That's like the important bit. Oh, they aren't on the equator. Okay. Okay. What's this guy's doing? Oh. Right. Yeah. Supplying copper. Wow, okay. Well, that's certainly a thing. I guess. Oh, hello, Gretch. Going looking today to a huge amount of cleaning, which you enjoy listening and watching across the room. No worries. Hope the cleaning goes well. I was cleaning yesterday, actually. I did a big clean up. Not cleaned in a while. It was also one of the hottest days in the the UK's had this. Well, probably the hottest day we've had this year. So I was sweating buckets, which I'm sure is a pleasant image, but it was quite heavy. When I did this yesterday's stream, it was really chill because I was just like sort of shattered basically. Right. I think I'm happy leaving this, although this is obviously weird. But this is making hydrogen fuel rods. I say that I don't have a use for hydrogen fuel. So what's the point? I guess we're burning them technically if we get an emergency demand, but I'm about to put a Dyson Sphere on this planet. So why do we care about that? That I'm certainly... We want that. So I don't actually mind that. What else have we got? All of this here. Because it's fire ice. And it's supplying hydrogen, so that's okay. I guess we could export hydrogen from here, probably, as well. Because there's no... I say we're not really burning it as such. Where's... Have we got hydrogen? So that's the carbon, isn't it? No, I don't think we do. So... put it in like that. But then am I importing it as well? No, we're importing deuterium. I am. So... oh, that's got the rockets in it as well. Why would we want to import hydrogen here? I don't think we would now that we've lost the science. I think we're fine with that not coming in. Because there is local production of hydrogen via the fire ice. Okay. So we've got this random copper. Is copper used in any of these? It is. Okay, so we've got production of photon combinators. Okay. Ah, and that's diamonds and coal. Graphene and coal. Graphene and diamonds. And this is battery production. I guess I should leave that because the other planet could fail. Here we go. We need to get rid of this. Or we need to, like, really ramp that down. To have the warpers. Again, almost like a little backup. But we don't need... You know, we don't need to supply these. And if there's only 2 of them, I'm pretty sure it's those 2. Provides enough green cubes. Is pretty sure that's right. So either attacked on the end, Casimirs and all sorts of good stuff. Yeah. So make the green cubes. Those are your strong matters. Lenses. Okay. Don't mind these high-tech ones being here. Plastic. Is there any point in plastic being made here? Probably not. Might be being used. Maybe. What's happening to that coal? That coal is being used to boost the hydrogen, the oil production, isn't it? So that's okay. But what's this doing? It's supplying refined oil for reasons. I think that was for science. So I think I'm going to get rid of this. Oh, that'll explode. Yeah, it'll explode, I think. Then do I care? Do I care about refined oil? Who cares about refined oil? But it's only an ecological disaster. We don't care about. This can basically all go, I think. I think we'd be better supplying oil if we're going to mine oil. Then we should supply oil, and again. Meh. Meh. So we have this weird situation, which feels like an oversight by the devs, that where are the planetary logistics going? I can't have used them all. What have I done with them then? Oh, I bet the bots took them away. Anyway, weird situation that you have to put things into ILSs when they're liquids. Very strange. Okay. Just for the sake of it. Oh, I haven't got any then. Okay. Now what's this doing? This is supplying carbon to nobody. Okay. Carbon to nobody. It'll hit you out. So more stone supply. I should swap it out with a miney one, shouldn't I? But so this is all like local motor. I think I'm happy to keep that. You're doing frame materials, okay. Big old coal patch there. I think we've looked back, haven't we? Silicon, let's make batteries again. That's all for green science. Plastic, I don't think has any use. Deuterium production. Okay. CPUs. Well, these organic crystals I don't think are really doing anything because this is going in here. Yeah, I think I can dump this. Don't actually know what this is doing, and it's obviously processing oil. Sending it up there. For what purpose? I'm not sure. Because we've got the separate organic crystal production. Oh. And I don't think that's needed. Yeah, because where was that? That should be over here somewhere. This one. So put them in there. That in there. Titanium in there. And we're making antimatter. Yes, back on the sorry if that question was a while ago. I got wrapped up again. Back on the planet I've marked as that I built the spheres around. I'm making antimatter there. Although I'm going to build a... I mean, I suppose I could make the antimatter here. I was going to ship the critical photons out, because that's what I was going to swap this planet over to making, but it's not actually the critical photons that are the struggle. Get the old Hoover on. This was an interesting choice as well. I don't know why they quite did it like this, but different way of doing it, I guess. I've got a lot of stuff I can sort of basically recycle. Oh, this is what I was doing before, wasn't I? Because these aren't actually doing anything. That's unpowered. Oh, and I've created a little local network, I guess. So I'm sending that sulfuric acid in there to make the local thing. It'd be better if I just... I mean, I'm not actually making it here, though, am I? Again, more plastic. What were you... Oh, you were the organic crystals, were you? So let's get rid of all of this. Right. Can I just get rid of these lanes? I think so. No. Well, yeah. Depending on if... Where is that? Okay, so that's coming in, isn't it? Oh, done. Okay. And what are you? You're the plastic, which we've just taken out. So these builds are irrelevant. What's it loading about? But it's just oil. Right. Yellow belts, green belts. Yellow inserters, green inserters. Loads of copper and stuff, so if we put that in there. What about magnets? Loads of them. There was this organic crystal build. For the green cubes, where's that? Just put it there. Okay. Yeah. Yellow assemblers. Assemblers. There. Cool. Let's hoover it up. Made a right mess, didn't I? Made a right mess. Made a right mess. Stick up bits here. So I suspect all of this could just go, but so we don't care about that. So relitter it, just delete it. Obviously we don't care about water. Sulfuric acid production is pointless. Because we've got sulfuric acid planets. Means we don't really need stone. That stone could go in there instead. My assumption is that stone, I've said this in my fuse strip, my assumption is that stone will become an important resource for defences in some way, because it seems weird to me that all the planets have so much stone. You know, if it was your only way of doing the sulfuric acid, then fine. But it isn't. You know, you've got entire planets with sulfuric acid on. So why have stone, basically? That was so much stone. So I think it might be used to make shields or something like that. Okay. I mean, this does appear to be being used, the old graphite, so I guess we can leave that. Plastic, though, was just making organic crystals, so that can go. That water as well can go. Oh. Well, it's only water. It's only water, who cares about water? So that can all go. I'll just disconnect that like I did. Oops. It's cathartic to clean up, I guess, but so it seems all rather pointless. Wait, what on that? So billion plastics, which we really don't have a use for as far as I'm aware, but we're not full already. It's one of those Factorio instincts as well, where it's like steel and plastic are kind of the things I just instinctively produce in enormous volumes. So it's a reflexive action. We don't really use them in this. So that plastic is quite heavily used. Now, it should be being used in organic crystal. There we go. So we can put the other plastic in there. Cool. So these belts are flat. It's a bizarre, you know. Oh, where the heck is that coming from? Well, I guess I must have had something there, or something was in the way. Because look at that belt, goes right the way around there. Yeah, we'll just leave all that for now. But as I say, I suspect we can just get rid of it. There's things like frame materials might be worth keeping here. This is deuterium production. Yeah, just sort of redone, everything. Already flown past. Right, so lenses. What I was hoping to stumble across is where I'm producing, because I am producing solar sails on this planet somewhere and launching them off, but I've been round and round and round and not seen it. Unless I deleted it, maybe. Ah, no, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, because we got this weird tiny little thing of solar launchers. I'm probably going to do is come to the center points where I can. Can't, because this is where I put the blooming, make everything. You could put it up there, I guess. Or maybe I could put them around the pole or something. Oh, I can't, because we got that. Yeah, we'll just scatter a few in, basically, round and about. Okay. So this is where we're making solar cells on this planet. I think I might bump this all up. There you go, so we are using graphite for them. But they're like, yeah, they're very simple to produce. Okay. So we'll get rid of this. Find somewhere more sort of useful to put it. I wonder if I could... Maybe we could launch the rockets from here instead. No, it's right next to the thing, isn't it? Because I don't want this to be mega scale. I just want it to slowly build another Dyson Sphere. See how many we can make. So if this was rockets, we do have some launchers, I believe. Yes. Let's take, say, 5 of those. Actually, can I get rid of more? About inserters, inserters. Got level 1. Chemical plants as well. Have we got any level? No. Where are they? There. There. Yeah. Okay. Just sort of plop these in. Does it go along there? Oh wait. Can you do feed through on these things? No. Why does it look like it has Hmm. Let's turn them around then. Looks like it has a connection point, but it's not quite the same thing. Glide with other objects. Well, don't pump so close then. Right. It's here. The belt will go there. But that won't reach, will it? Oh, well, okay. That seems too long. Oh, hang on. Looks like white science has collapsed back on the other planet, so we will have to go and investigate that. It's probably now I've used up all. Oops. Let it fill that up. And go find some places to put some launchers. So I'm just going to scatter a few around. I'm not going to go mad like on the other planet. Now we can design a Dyson Sphere. Oh. Okay. Now these don't do pass-through either, do they? So this would be set for sales. Let's just do 500. Let's go there. Just nice and simple. Now, the question here, I've only got one thing of me, haven't I? Yeah, one orbit. So what distance is that? 11,200 meters. So if we were to put... Oh. 10,000 meters. Perfect. Let's see. Maybe we could give something like that again. Just are they... No. Are they straight ones then? The nodes are too far apart, so why have you given me that as a template then? And they're too close. Why have you given me that as a template? So I guess if we put those in the middle... No. Well, I guess if it was a gigantosphere, they wouldn't be too close, would they? Yeah, it seems strange to give you the option to make something you can't build. Okay, so what's the close? Because I can make the whatever it's called pentagon bigger, I guess. So it won't let me do it 1. It'll let me do it 2. I don't think that's far enough. Yeah, that's too far up. So what about 4? So 1, 2, 3. Is that? No, nowhere near. Okay. Get rid of that then. What about? In fact, how far? So 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So it'll do 11, but not 12. Okay. So we'll make it 1, 2, 3, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 6. Then that's too far, isn't it? That's okay. And about 8 then. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. That looks like almost a third, doesn't it? So then that would be up to there. There. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. One. I could just build hexagons, some pentagons rather. See what they look like. Why does that not look straight? Because it isn't. That's wrong. Should be there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. No, done it again. That's wrong, isn't it? Something wrong there. Yeah, that one's off. Okay. It's going to be a bit tedious. Does it let you do a... No, it doesn't, does it? Well, let's get it building those. Assuming it will. I need some power here. Where are my satellites? Oh, there. Wouldn't cover it all. Okay. Now these need to go to orbit 1. So, copy this up. Just save that one. Right. Let's go and find one. Another type of place. So, can't build it here. Build it a bit north. Pop it in here, say. So be too close on it. I can feel that already. I don't think I set the output properly on both sides. I didn't, that's missing. That's okay. Let's find the other one. Must be too far away to set it. Okay, I have to remember that. Oh, have I not got any more? Okay. No. Ow! Let's take rubber. Yeah, let's go and set that on the other one there. One in here somewhere? What? Oh. You've got loads of foundation. What are you moaning about? What you moaning about? I didn't put any drones on the other one, did I? Put some in there. Do they pick up the what they're supposed to be firing it? They do. Okay. So let's just bring them in. Awesome sauce. And let's put it in here, I guess. Let me. But let's just offset it anyway. No tall buildings, okay. Low still? No tall buildings. What tall buildings? What are you complaining about? Just moan constantly, these bugs. Moan constantly. Right then. But it does grab some landfill. I think landfill is one of the few things this isn't making, because I ended up making it on another planet. I suppose that could be the other, you know, that's the other reason there might be lots of stuff. Because they sort of expect you to landfill all the planets. I don't really like how they look when you just landfill. Well, when they're completely landfilled, it's okay. Just okay, so we got a few what should we call it? Go. How many? So he's building up the rockets. Now, can I put some more in that are roughly here? Let's give it a go. Oh, I didn't grab very many of them, did I? Oops. Let us need. Let's just take that load. Take a load. Oh, I've been forgetting to set the other sail thing. Yeah. So I guess we could sneak one in here. Is that big enough? No. Who? Oh, I'm safe. I was watching Zisto finished his SpaceX playthrough. That mod is just bonkers. I'm not sure I will ever actually do that because it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's like, I know someone who I don't think comes around anymore, but someone who used to follow me, watch the streams, Night Raven, he basically gave up on it because he was doing SpaceX plus K2. He was clearly just bored of how tedious it was getting. It's like it's a sort of thousands and thousands of hours type. I don't know. It looked really cool though. The ability to build the ships was really clever, I thought. And well done. Slightly janky if I'm honest, because of work around the systems, but that was really cool side of it. But the science was just like over and over and over and over again the same thing. No tall buildings, okay. We go there. So yeah, I don't know. Might give it a go someday, but because I mean, I suppose it's you don't have to build it in the same way that that's what he did, but it was exactly the same build over and over again, essentially. For the science. What was it? There did seem to be another component because he like noped out if there was. I don't know if there's meant to be a story component to it as well. So I got a one like roughly every like quarter of a planet or eighth of a planet. So one there, one there, one there. Top there is that, yeah, yeah. There, there. One here, yeah, one there. There. And back to there. Okay. This one doesn't have the do reset. Just go around and make sure they're all done. Yep, both sides. Both sides. Is that all? Yep, both sides. Both sides. Yep, both sides. Yep, both sides. And back around. Yeah, we also seem to have reached the point where we've run out of solar cells. Now, where was the production of that? It is. Okay. Now, can we just boost this up? I think we can. First off, let's pick it up. Could triple it, couldn't I? I mean, because there's a limit there, I think. Yeah, that'll do us, I think. So, how is it doing in terms of making it? It's not done a lot, but it's fine. What we could do is also assign it to fill these in. Just that one, wasn't it? Oh, no, 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 no. Because these don't have nodes on. Nodes. Lines on. Okay. I suppose it doesn't have to have lines, does it? Really, does it? Oh, let's do it that way. Oh, maybe I should do that one or something then. let it fill that in basically, and then we'll sort of come back at some point, see how it's doing. Generation capacity 232 megawatts. Okay. How is this planet doing? So it's only using about a third of its available generation. So how about we set up a bit of critical photon production? We can then lit back, because this hasn't changed. This is just sat here, not happening. All of this is in the way, isn't it? Okay, let's do it at the other end then. I think that's freer. Oh, it's 5:10. Yeah, so we've got some space here. Oh, I forgot to grab the machines. So yeah, we'll set up a bit of critical photon production. I need more of those. It's a bit annoying. In the middle, maybe? Yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay. And then these need to be on photon generation. I should have done that before. Let's just make sure. Again, it would be useful to have a visual clue that they're set on that, but didn't seem to do that for some reason. Right. Right. Okay. Set these all up. Oh, I have to do the belt, don't I? Belting. I think that sort of situation where you're looking at things where you're meant to use the monitor things. don't know. They seemed a bit faffy to me. Everything seems a bit faffy to me. It's probably not a good measure. I could do this with splitters, obviously. Just quite like the silliness of this. Because why can't you just insert it in the machine? Last set, hopefully. Okay. So they're making critical photons. Now, I can't remember whether it does pass through or not. Oh, it doesn't matter because it's on the outside. Where are those lenses coming out of? Where are they coming from? There. Let's pump that up then. Bring me lenses, my friend. To that. And then we can have that going to there. Right. Yep. Producing critical photons? Guess it's not made any. I am surprised. Oh, there we go. Couple there. Oops. It's your critical photon. It means well, but it is quite critical. Yeah. Okay. Now, oh, bum. That's where I put the antimatter in, which is not coming in at all. Why is that not working? Oh, it is, but I guess it's going somewhere else. Okay, let's clear that out then. We'll put the critical photons in there. Which are where? There. And there. Yeah, they're just on supply. Whoever wants them can have them. So we got, yeah. So put the antimatter in here, I guess then. Have I burnt through? No. Still got loads of that left. No, other way around. Right, not. Yeah, and weird. That. I guess that might be what's going on there, basically. Oh, thunder. Ah, that is not correct. Okay. Well, that won't be helping. Oh, and that is also set to 2000. What's that set up? At least 120. Why are you not bringing me more of them then? Do it myself then. Do it myself then. Okay. Let us head back to our Dyson system. Yeah, it's chugging away, and it is inserting a few as well. I didn't think it did that until they were complete, but obviously completely wrong about that as well. Yeah, until the frame of it was complete. Yeah, we'll have to see how that one looks when we come back. Right. Now, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, ma'am. What have you done wrong? Yeah, properly thundering. It did say it was going to thunder, but it said yesterday. We'll have to go thunder song. But I suppose there's a warning there. We did actually have a power cut midweek here, so if it suddenly all goes black, it's probably because there's been a lightning strike and it's taken the power out. If that is the... Well, it could also be that my PC's died again, but if that happens, and it is due to the lightning, I almost certainly wouldn't be back to stream. So I guess a little warning there. Let's take the indicator off. Oops. Does this all finish now? Yeah, it's all done. We'll have to colour it in. Anyway, let's head here and see why science has failed. I assume it's the hydrogen problem. We shall see. Okay, right. OAS science. So, what are we missing then? Red science, which requires hydrogen. It's this one, isn't it? No. That's using science. Where's red science? Yeah, no hydrogen. Okay. So why is that not? Is it because it's all going into the big boy? It's not going anywhere. Is the problem then is that this is just not, because we've got millions of critical photons and all that sort of stuff. Why are they sat there doing nothing then? Oh, it's because those are now, the antimatter's now full. Because this is just like one thing using antimatter. But aren't they then used in the white cube production? Unless did I do a stupid? No, because that's set on 180. So why is that not working? I confuse myself. So it's not making red science because it doesn't have hydrogen. And it doesn't have hydrogen because this is so slow. Okay. So if I was to bring hydrogen in here to one of these, because they're basically empty, and set this to like a very short transport range distance, say 10 degrees or something, 20 degrees maybe, 30. Then it'll have hydrogen there, but then as I say, we're getting to this problem again that it will use that hydrogen over that hydrogen. Where would 30 degrees take me? So it would be, because that would be 90, wouldn't it? So it's only sort of that sort of range. It's the exact problem that I said was going to be a problem. There we go, a bit of hydrogen. She kicks into gear. Maybe if I set this low. So it can get some from there. But it will still take some of this. So all that's going to happen is this is going to fill up again. What do you feed into suns? Feed antimatter into? I think you do, don't you? Let's go and see if we've got any. We've probably all been sent to the home planet. We've come to the wrong end. Okay, so science is now working again. See, this is where I would use logic in Factorio. I'm not the best at logic. I don't use it a lot. Being able to set things so that it's like, do use it, don't use it, or use this one in preference to that one. Right, so I can grab one of them. So I think these you do use hydrogen. This stuff. Yeah, it is. Won't kick in because it's got so much power, I guess, now. Yeah, consumption's nowhere near generation. But yeah, they're antimatter based. So I guess the idea would be you would go and, you know, use 1 million of those in new systems to exploit and produce stuff. Okay, let's have a look at science. I'm not entirely sure. I can tell. Okay, so I've done I've done level 6 there. I want to do one of each because I think that's an achievement. I think. So we've done 7 there. Done 6 and 6. Yeah. Have we got any of these? So we're doing this one. So that'll be an extra one of those. That one's done. So we must then just be into... Yeah, because that's on 9. So it's just this whole logistics thing. So we need 7. Oh no, I can do... Well, yeah, we might as well do that because it's only 2,000. I can do these independently, can't I, once I've got right science. So one of them... What's the difference with that then? 2,200, 1,000, 2,000. I'm not sure why that goes from 9 to 12. We're 10 and 11. Okay. Maybe it's because they're the same cost. And then that jumps. Okay. The cost isn't going up, is it? That's interesting. Anyway, I'm not massively interested in those. Oh. Oh, I see. It requires you to have done... That's why. That's 11. Ah, okay, so you do have to do them. Then you can do that one. And that requires 13. Okay. And a useful. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so we're sort of in this territory where I guess you would be meant to be just scaling up and scaling up and scaling up and, making entire systems that produce engines or whatever. It's done a lot of them, isn't it? So can I put... Because I only filled a few of these in. Right. Sorry. Right, let's have a look at our star map. You could just keep going and going and going and going, couldn't you? I guess this is where people design entire planets that they can just stamp down. But you know, I've got what I'm exploiting like 5 systems, I think, in total. Well, I'm not even exploiting the system. I've got mining on the 2, you know, the black hole and the pulsar. And then we've got the lava planet, deuterium planet, or system, our home system, Chew, and then the one where we've got the Dyson Sphere Program. So what's that? 6 in total. Out of... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Apologies if that's killed the stream. This is the Milky Way view and it hanks it. If it's all gone stopped, apologies. Accidentally zoomed out. Just absolutely kills the performance when I do this. Because I assume it's going out and seeing, you know, what's going on, as it were. Highest power 21.1. Oh, there's one of my other systems over there. Oh, and there's another one there. Didn't know they were on there. What were they then? 4.36 and 13.4. So it's the most power I've ever produced by quite some margin. I think aren't they meant to glow brighter the more power? And there's some of these, if you click on them, people are clearly cheated. Yeah, 1.41 petawatts was with 20 engineers. That doesn't sound... I mean, I guess maybe 20 people. But yeah, I seem to remember... Is it that one? No, that's 1 petawatt. There's one that's... Maybe it was that one I just clicked on. But yeah, again, apologies if this is absolutely tanking. Blimey. There mustn't be any filters on the names. Right, sorry, yes. So, I've only exploited, you know, 6 systems, and there are loads left. As I say, I'm struggling to know exactly what I'm going to do. Like next stream, other than just sort of start building more stuff. The other option is to flip over into sort of creative mode. But then I wouldn't honestly do the... I don't know if it turns the achievements off, but... because I could start, you know, I could design some, you know, blueprints and stuff like that. Again, until they've done the combat update, that all feels a bit pointless to me. I could pick another type of system, couldn't I? We could go to like that Red Giant or something, maybe. Because we've not done one round there. It's just more of the same again. Well, let's at least fly over there, see if there's anything interesting. I'll just leave this chunking away. Excuse me. I assume rocket production is not great, especially since it's supporting 2 systems. So I could double that up. Anyway, let's go and have a look at that red giant. And there. Oops. We could support a lot more sites, actually. Just got loads of critical photons. Kind of overdone that, but I don't think I set those to be moved from the other planet, you know. It's not like we're lacking. I could build one round the black hole, see if it actually produces any power. The sort of accretion disk it simulates produces light effectively. Might be interesting. PC Gamer show this evening. A bit late for me, that. I'll probably watch it tomorrow. It's meant to be a big update from Baldur's Gate. Really looking forward to that. Bought it in early access. I know you're not supposed to do stuff, but yeah, I was always going to buy it, so might as well get it early. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Early access. It's love the Divinity. Look at that. That's a weird colour. Divinity Original Sin. The bit I'm worried about with it is how big it's going to be. I suspect it's going to be like 200 hours to finish it. Which is quite a lot. Let's plonk down. Oh no, this is a gas giant, isn't it? Let's plonk down on this one. Bang. Right, so let's examine this system. What have we got here? It's a really big thing, isn't it? Red giant. What's that? That's a Gobi Desert. Okay. And what's this? This is a Hurricane Stove Forest. Okay, that's a hydrogen deuterium gas chamber. Yet more hydrogen, look. Yet more hydrogen. Okay. So, what I want to know is if I try and build a Dyson Sphere, can I build it at like... Because presumably it stops you building it inside. Yeah, so it won't let me build it any closer than 23.8 kilometers. Wow. $79 was the maximum, wasn't it? There. it doesn't automatically remove the first one. It's interesting. The size of that bad boy. Okay. Are these too far apart for do? Yeah, you can't do. Wow. In fact, that's too far apart. It won't even let me build a single connecting. What? Oh, it's saying it's too close rather than too far. Okay. Huh. Okay. Look at the size of that. Right, let's get rid of that. So what I wanted to know is if you did use one of these. Not that one. Is it that one? Yeah, are these now far enough apart? No, it's still too close. I don't get why it does that design then. If even with the maximum size, can't actually connect them. That seems pointless. Strange. What about if we give them like... Unless there's some setting thing that you can do. Yeah. Too close. We could just do the world's most higgledy-piggledy, all over the place, random. Shapes. Deployment conflict? What are you about? Frames cannot be crossed. I'm not crossing frames then. You could play that game. There's the game where you draw lines in and you're trying to box the other person in. That might be kind of weird. Use one of the square ones and say, you know, you have to connect two straight squares. I left that on there, or was it? Go. I don't think it's Go, no. I mean, you could play Go, certainly, yeah. But it's a game where you're trying to fill in... You're not trying to box the other person in, actually. Sorry, that is Go. But there's a game where basically you're trying to claim the tiles. So, you know, I would draw that line sort of thing. And then you would draw another line there. And then I would draw that line. And then if you can draw that line, that means you can put your initial in that square. But let's just leave that random square in. I say it's then the number of squares that you can claim. One of the tricks to it is to make squares that can't be completed, basically. Maybe I invented that game. We used to play it on my sister all the time. And long journeys. Because you just draw a grid, basically. Just draw the squares in. Never heard of it, Nick. A bit better than Endless Tic-Tac-Toe. Yeah. There's some that you have to have some rules to it because, say squares have to be like a minimum of 2 sides or something. I can't. As in 2 sides long, sort of thing. Ages since I played it. But it's probably just something you know, family invented to sort of get us to shut up. Stop hitting each other. You get the idea anyway. Just random, complete nonsense. And then maybe we colour it in. Just, that's it then. How's that working? Oh, I didn't fill them in, did I? Oh. Will it not let me fill them in? Let's just cancel out that. Maybe it won't let you fill them in until you've got a few nodes in. Didn't think it did then. Because these are complete, I think. Certainly the square will be. Oh, that is. Okay. So have I not created fillable pattern? That's odd. So it won't fill any of these in. Huh. Maybe they're just too big? We start. Will it do that one? Oh, it'll do that one. Okay. So there must be a maximum sort of area for it to fill them in. Well, it's having a good think about it. So maybe it's just how I'm doing it. What about that area? Will you fill that in? No, that's too big, is it? Yeah, there must be a maximum size to the squares. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, well. Oh, there you go. I'm hoping at the PC Gamer Show there'll be something on City Skyline. I'm really looking forward to City Skylines too. There were some screenshots leaked because from the Microsoft Store, and it looks like it didn't quite look as impressive as I was hoping, but then I suppose they do have to balance up performance. But it looked a lot nicer than, you know, the Skylines 1, which looks like a PS3 type era game. It was a lot prettier than that. What I really want to know though is, because they put in so many mechanics, are they going to do the classic paradox thing where maybe it's the type of shape, because that's a pretty big area. No? Classic paradox thing of basically the sequel has all the same DLC. You're effectively playing the same game, microtransaction hell over and over again. I'm sure they will do that, but at least put some of the things that they've added as DLC into the base game. Because I'm not sure I want to spend another 300 quid on it. If it's not at that, I'm sure it'll be at the, I think there's a Paradox Expo they do it. Yeah, there's obviously a maximum size to it. But you get the point. Just random gibberish, random walk. Cool. Oh, hello, sir. Hello, Aston 996. Hope you're doing. I was just checking. It was 996. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just about to end, actually, I'm afraid. Just mucking about with a Dyson Sphere. Looks like this is okay for now with the hydrogen. I don't know what the proper solution to that is. Feels like you're getting into the territory of. Oh, I could do the thing, didn't I? Because I'll have to redo the blueprint. Is this north? Yeah, that's north. So I could put I could put Put South Pole in, and then just edit it up, because we don't need any of this rubbish. Oh, I didn't grab any solar panels today. Let's take them out. Oops. Oh no, I've already got some. Well, we'll leave them in. Good, it is night here. Waiting for Uber Eats to come. Oh, right, what you got an order? Don't think I've ever used delivery, one of those delivery services. Always sort of balked at the extra cost, because I suppose living in the UK especially, you're never that far from a... I know loads of people do use it, but, you know, it's like if I go out my door, it takes 10 minutes, I think, to get to the nearest fast food place. And I mean, walking. I mean, it's, you know, literally over in the little shops over there, there's a fast food place. So it's like... I guess if you were after something specific, you wanted McDonald's or something. Right, so we need to edit all of this, because we don't want any of this for here. Do we want them? We do, but we want them via local demand. Is that everything? You have to re-blueprint this, basically. Ah, that can go. Right, so how much that have I actually got? Not enough. Although it doesn't matter, does it, for blueprints? It doesn't do the foundations. Just about from it was. And walking, it would take me 30 minutes for nearest stones. Wow. Actually, from McDonald's specifically, yeah, it's not enough. It would take a while to walk to the nearest McDonald's. Would it? There's one in the nearest town. I suppose it depends. It's, you know. No, even then, I think it's only about 20 minutes. Be quite a walk for a Burger King, I think. Right, so I need to blueprint this because I cocked up. Yes, so we need to do a new blueprint, and it needs to be called North Pole. And then... Oh no, you don't do it like that, do you? Oh, is that right? I find this system quite confusing, I've got to say. Let's just do it with a copy and paste. Is that everything? Let's do it that way. So this then is North Pole. And North Pole. Oh wait, that's the save path, isn't it? So, oh dear. Reset blue. There we go. So why is that different? No, that should be North Pole. It's because they've taken like Windows, you know, what should we call it, and like reworked it, and therefore uses the crap out. Right. Oh, I haven't selected it. Okay. No. There we go. All of that. Save blueprint. There it is. Okay. I can edit it here. Not 1, 2. It's... Which one is it? No. 1, 1. No. 1, 2. How do I get them? So that's the big one. Oh, there it is. So this needs to be nothing but that. Right. Okay. Wow, confused the heck out of myself there. Okay, anyway. Last time it was about 50 minutes from McDonald's, but that town was taken away by the government to explanation it project. Okay, wow. Blimey. I assume we must be in China or something, is it, Aston? I don't think you... I mean, I suppose they have done in the UK, but they don't tend to sort of just remove towns. Yeah. They have done. During the war, there's quite a famous one. A couple, actually, that basically they just sort of, like, I don't know what you call it, requisitioned a town. And it was because it was very similar to the towns they were going to, you know, invade in France. And the army used it for, you know, practice, basically, raiding out, you know, clearing the villages. And they never returned it. And you can sneak in. You're not meant to go in, but you can sneak in. And it's got like a church and houses and stuff like that, and they still use it. But yeah, so they do that sort of thing. But, and there's a few villages that's like underwater, basically. You know, where they're putting a dam and stuff like that. It's quite rare. It's just property rights and stuff, and like train lines, they knock down houses and stuff for trains, roads. Where the heck is my? But yeah, they don't tend to do it too much. No. No worries. Snaking like what we said. Like, yes, yeah. It's not actually that difficult to get to, and they do run official. They like run official visits, basically, but because everyone sort of knows where it is, you can basically park up, you know, sort of outside, as it were, and essentially just walk in. It's not quite Metal Gear Solid Snake, you know, sneaking in, but they don't bother. I mean, they basically, if they're running an exercise, I believe they put up signs and stuff, you know, where they sort of say, you know, don't come in because we're running about with guns and all that, but yeah, they do official trips to it. It's sort of strange, really. It's not like a tourist thing, but I say they do visit. And there's like a petition from all the residents who, you know, they're not residents, they're like the sons and daughters of the residents, to get their houses back, because it was meant to be, when they requisitioned it, it was sort of like, you know, we're taking this for the duration of the war sort of thing, and then they never gave it back. And I don't think they paid them for it. I think they literally just said, right, this is ours. You know, Powers of government, eh? Powers of government. Right, anyway, that's it for today. Uber's on the move, cool. I hope you have a good monkey D's. But yeah, so that's it for today. I will be back next weekend, but I will not be back. Or will I? No, I would. Which weekend is it? So next weekend will be fine. With the usual schedule, we'll be doing Factorio, Bob's Mods on the Saturday. I will try and continue with this. I confess, as I say, without the goal of having finished the game, I'm not really being that interested in doing a mega base. I'm not sure I'll get too many more episodes out of it. I do fancy doing all of the sciences and playing about with the stack logistics. But yeah, my enthusiasm for this will probably wane, which is unfortunate because I know quite a few people do watch it. I will probably then switch back to doing what I might do, because it turns out Satisfactory is the update 8 is coming out. I don't know if it's Tuesday or Thursday, but it's coming out next week. I will probably work out whether it's stable enough for me to play, because I would quite like to give it a go on stream. I want to see really if I can stream it with the UE5 update. That's really what I'm interested in. I probably wouldn't do series. What's next? Sounds a big bang. But yeah, I'd quite like to at least take a look at it and see what it's about. They are introducing a load of settings you can do to basically, like, you know, I mean there were settings for turning, you know, the enemies onto nothing, but they're doing like cheat settings basically, and I might just do them to mess about basically. So I'll probably do that as a replacement for this, but then I'll probably switch back to doing mostly Factorio for a while, pick up my other series of blueprints and an aesthetic basically. So yes, so that's it for today, as I say, and thank you very much, Quatch and Aston. So I hope you have a good look at these. Let's say this all fine next week, and the same stuff. The week after is when my sister's wedding is, so I will not be streaming on that weekend. And I say that weekend after, although Bob's may continue because I don't think I'm going to finish that, but that will probably be when I switch over to doing, you know, Satisfactory for a bit on the Sunday. Promotions, the only thing I usually promote is my YouTube. If you wanted to catch up on this stream or any of the this series, any of the other series I've done, say loads of Factorio stuff, No Spoon Run and Mega Base Attempt and all that sort of stuff, then that's all on my YouTube along with that Satisfactory stream. And that's it. So if you have been watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Dyson Sphere Program. Thanks for watching. Cheers.